Hi, my name is Mantu Joshi, author of The Resilient Parent, Everyday Wisdom for Life with Your Exceptional Child. Not enough time is less accurate than not enough energy. The big lie we tell ourselves is that we don't have enough time. If J.K. Rowling could, as a single parent, write a book and potterize the world, then we have enough time. I know what you're thinking. If you have exceptional children, you really do have less time. And that is so true. But I began to realize a more accurate truth as I would get to the end of my day and I would crash every evening or just zone out in front of the television. I realized that it was not time that was really escaping me. It was energy. And I would waste energy in so many places. One of those places was in the morning when we were trying to get over our inertia to get out of the house. And I wouldn't have laundry ready and folded, so we would be picking through and trying to find socks and underwear at the last second for everybody, or trying to find spoons out of the dishwasher, quick, wash them up fast, give them to the kids so they can have their breakfast. It was just crazy, and all that multitasking was wasting so much energy. When I began to realize that it wasn't time so much as energy, I began to shift my perspective. I started to think about how can I generate energy? And one of the simple ways, of course, was getting things ready the night before for the next day, which sounds so simple, but when you are totally exhausted, beyond capacity, and you're never catching up on sleep, it is so difficult to do that. And yet it does save you energy to get it done, because multitasking is just too difficult and wastes too much energy. So I made that shift. I also, as I thought about my day in terms of energy, began to realize that I was wasting a lot of energy worrying about the kids. What would inevitably happen is I would get an email or an update from some caregiver or therapist that would set my hair on fire, and I would be anxious about what was going on. And I would try to do some things. A lot of times I would just whip out half a dozen emails and try to fix the situation. And sometimes that was a good thing when I was being proactive, but most of the time I realized that I was just perseverating on my own lack of control. When I realized I didn't have that much control, and that it was okay to compartmentalize that worry and save it for later, my energy was conserved. And what I would do is I would say, okay, I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to share that at my next support group meeting, or I'm going to share that the next time we meet with that doctor or that therapist. I just take a quick note, a couple words, jot it down, and I'm not allowed to think about it. It's gone for a while. And it's amazing, those two things, preparing for the next day and compartmentalizing worry, completely revolutionized my energy store. I went from being this fatigued, half-dead person to someone people might actually want to be around, and started to joke and laugh and be a little bit of my former self. And I even had time, an hour or two a week, to write. And that's kind of where this book came from. So compartmentalize, figure out what you can do ahead of time, or whatever it is that is draining your energy, and focus on that. See if it helps you as well. Hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope you are discovering the resilient parent you already are.